What's up everyone? In today's video we are going to be talking about 20 ways that you can help the environment at home for free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Josie and I'm on a journey to a zero waste lifestyle. In efforts to help other people also go zero waste, I'm documenting my experiences, what I'm learning, and reviewing items that I've never used before to help you guys make more eco-conscious decisions as well. So go ahead and check out my videos after this, and without further ado, let's get started. Here are 20 ways that you can help the environment at home for free. So I separated this video into 4 categories so the information can make more sense, I guess. Category number 1 is conserve water. 71% of the Earth's surface is actually water, so why do we need to conserve this water if we have so much water out there? The reality is that less than 1% of that water is actually available for human use. Reason being is because a lot of it is salt water in the oceans or fresh water frozen in the ice caps, or it's just too inaccessible for us to use. How much water do we actually use? According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, the average American uses 300 gallons of water per day. Where does all that water go to? The EPA estimates that of those 300 gallons, 24 goes into toilet flushing, if you're flushing your toilet a lot, 20% goes into showers, 19% into faucet use, 17% into laundry, 12% into leaks, and the other 8% into miscellaneous use. So what can we as fresh water consumers do to conserve all this water that we barely have any of? Turn off your running water. If you're not actively using that water, turn it off. So for example, when you're washing your hands, it doesn't need to be on. Like when you're doing this part, singing happy birthday songs, the water doesn't need to be on. When you're brushing your teeth, you just turn it on for a couple seconds, wet your toothbrush, and then brush your teeth, and then when you're done brushing, just turn it back on so you can rinse out. Take shorter showers. We don't need all of, I know I have concerts, meet and greets. I think showers should take like 7 minutes at most because you're just like, I've probably showered even faster than that before, so yeah. Make sure your faucets are all the way off. A lot of people turn it off because they think it's all the way off, but it's still leaking, and you like crank it a little further to actually turn off the water. So make sure your faucets are all the way off, your sinks are all the way off, and your showers are all the way off. Use a broom to clear walkways instead of a hose. I see people cleaning out their driveways or their walkways with a hose when you can just use a broom. It's kind of the same thing, if anything, wasting less water. Wash full loads of laundry in your washer. So if you have a t-shirt that you really want to wear tomorrow, just throw in some blankets and your dirty towels as well to just make it a full load, you know? Don't just waste all that water on just one t-shirt. The same goes for dishwashers. I don't have a dishwasher, but it's the same thing. Make sure you try to fill it up and get the most out of that wash. We used to do this when I was growing up. We would defrost food under running water. Like, if it was frozen, I would put it under the running water and then defrost, like, the chicken or something. There's so much water going to waste when you could just take it out the night before or the morning of and put it in the fridge and then go to work and then come back and it's going to be, like, defrosted instead of having to put it under running water. Section number 2, reduce your trash. In 2017, the EPA reported that more than 267.8 million tons of municipal solid waste, or MSW for short, was generated in the U.S. This includes anything from grass clippings and food scraps to refrigerators and tires. This does not include non-hazardous landfills like construction demolition debris, wastewater sludge, or other non-hazardous industrial waste. So it's mostly accounting to trash that the average American produces in their home, office, work, and that kind of stuff. So back to the numbers. Of those 267.8 million tons, 67 million were recycled, 27 million were composted, and 34 million was combusted with energy recovery. The rest of the 139 million tons, which is like 51.2% of that, was landfilled. So what can we do to curb our landfill burden? Reuse it. What I like to do is pasta jars, they're glass, so we like to clean them out and then just use them as like food storage containers. Or if you don't have any use for it and you can't see yourself ever reusing it, just recycle it. Most things are recyclable, but you do, however, have to recycle responsibly. I recently learned that the way I was recycling wasn't right, and I will be making a video on how to recycle responsibly in the future, so stay tuned. Next, give your unwanted stuff a new life. So donate it or sell it. Donating your stuff comes with a lot of perks. You're helping people in need, and you're giving your stuff a new life. It's not just going to waste and going to landfills. It's actually going to someone who will probably use it. And most places actually give you stuff like tax receipts and coupons to shop there. I love thrifting, and this is pretty awesome. So Salvation Army and Goodwill actually give you coupons. So you can see right there, there's a coupon, and then right here, there's a coupon. And if you don't want to donate your stuff, you can always sell it. I used Facebook Marketplace to sell a couple shelves and my dining table, and I made a couple $100 out of that. It was pretty awesome. It felt good because the stuff was still in good condition, and your girl is broke, and I'm always trying to make some money, you know? So if it's not serving you a purpose, you can make it serve you one last purpose, make you some money, and then hopefully give someone else a chance to use it. I see people selling anything from furniture to collectible toys to clothing. Some options on where you can sell your stuff are like Facebook Marketplace. Most people have Facebook, so why not just use it in your own advantage? Places you can sell clothing are Plato's Closet, Buffalo Exchange, and Crossroads. I know Crossroads does ask for seasonal clothing, so if it's in season, they will buy it from you, or brand name clothes. Poshmark and ThredUp, you can use the internet to your advantage and make money out of that. Reduce your food waste. In 2017 alone, Americans disposed of 38.1 million tons of food waste. Reducing your food waste will not only save you money, but will also help reduce and conserve energy and resources needed to get the food to you. So anything from manufacturing to growing to transporting to the grocery stores, if they don't have to make that much food that's going to go to the trash, regardless, they don't have to use that many resources. So some tips on how you can reduce your food waste are taking inventory of what you already have. I have a list of all the stuff I have. Whenever I go to a grocery store, I check this ahead of time and don't buy more of what you already have, and it doesn't go to waste. To shop on a full stomach. I am guilty of this. Sometimes I go to the grocery store right after work and I'm hungry, and I end up buying all these things that I'm craving, but I don't actually plan on using or eating or cooking. Wash and prep your produce for the week. This is actually really helpful. It's not only like a eco-friendly tip, but it also just makes your life easier, because I know, for one, I get home really tired. I just want to get my ingredients and toss it into a pan or into the Instant Pot or whatever. I don't want to have to cut it all, and sometimes when I do see that I have to cut all my vegetables and prepare everything, I just end up going out to eat because I'm too tired or lazy to actually cook. Save vegetable scraps for veggie stock. I actually did this and it turned out really good, and I got to save money instead of buying a whole new carton of veggie stock. Freeze fruits or vegetables that you don't have time to get to before they turn. So yeah, if your fruits or vegetables are about to turn, just put them in a freezer. You can make smoothies with your fruits, and then your vegetables, like, they'll just be in your freezer if you need them for future recipes. Like, they sell frozen veggies at the store, but what if you just have your own? Yeah. Use mushy fruit for smoothies. You won't even tell the difference because it's in a smoothie. I know a lot of people don't like eating the mushy parts of, if you put it in a blender, you won't even tell that it was mushy. So yeah, save that food instead of throwing it out. Last one, meal plan, so you don't over or under shop. Yeah, you don't want to buy things that you're not going to use, and you get to save your money and save your food. Use these tips. And last but not least, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, or EIA, in 2018, the average annual electricity consumption for a residential utility customer was 10,971 kilowatt hours. If you're like me and you're not an electrician or know anything about measuring electricity, I did some research for you to put it into perspective for you. So y'all know what Tesla Model X's are. 10,971 kilowatt hours can go into to charge a Tesla Model X from 0% to 100%, 110 times. That is about that in driving distance is about 33,550 miles. It's basically like driving from LA to New York 12 times. That's a lot of energy that people are using annually. So what can we do to reduce our electric consumption and possibly your electric bill as well, is turn off your AC when you're not using it. Same goes with lights. If you're not actively using a light, like let's say the bathroom light, which is down the hallway, it's not affecting me in any way whatsoever, I'm just gonna have it off because it's just electricity that's being wasted. Next, unplug your chargers. Even when they're not in use, they're still pulling electricity. So yeah, like your computer, if you have it plugged in, and your computer is fully charged, it's still pulling electricity. So just unplug it. Another thing for me anyways would be like unplugging my rice cooker, because I'm not using it right now, so just unplug it. This is the end of the 20 ways that you can help the environment at home for free. There are probably like other free ways that you can help the environment at home. Just doing these habits from now on will drastically diminish your carbon footprint on the planet. And remember, just doing what you can to help preserve the planet helps a lot. If a lot of people who are actually committed to changing these little habits, in the end, it's going to make a huge impact. And I thank you for doing your part in trying to help the world. Bye! Make sure you like and subscribe this video for more content like this if you liked it. If you didn't, just ignore it. I'm sorry. And yeah, don't forget to comment on other things you would like me to research for you or review. Comment on what you want to see next. And bye!